But the future of Sandy Patch, she's not going to make it, especially if these women are coming back into the area. If those settle around here, she's not going to make it, more especially if minority boys are going to join the Kuhumas, which automatically is going to happen because they mated with one of the females there, as far as we know. And the female now, they won't accept the minority join because some of the youngsters, they are still young. But if they reach up to 18 months, up to 20 months, they will allow any male that shows that are more stronger into the area to join on the pride. Once they join in the pride, they will be back into the area and they will be able to protect. You won't see this kind of behavior where Mapoko males enter to the area being alone as a male. They're able to push that male away and settle around in the area. So that Sandy Patch female, if she enter into the area, she will be causing herself a trouble. She'll get easily killed with these pride of lions that are back into the area.
Yeah, she could certainly be in some trouble. Rexon, I think we're almost going to close off for just one other thing that I know many people are curious about and interested about, as we are as well. But just a short prediction and thought on whether you think Karula has got cubs, and just a sort of like we predict when the impalas might be born, sort of almost just to put a fun potential date to it. If you think she's got cubs, when do you think, how long do you think before we might see them? New cubs, of course, not the old.
The new cubs.
Yeah.
That you know, the kind of behavior that we have seen yesterday. Remember, yesterday afternoon, she was going on that drainage line. So, you know, for us, if you look at going on that, I was thinking while I was at home, it's a very thick area. We might causing ourselves a problem to walk inside there.
Karula might not be as peaceful as the name suggests.
It won't be, because the area now is tending to be more thick. No, you don't have to surprise a leopard. If we are around there, if the leopard is out of the den, then yes, we might be lucky. But once the leopard is inside the den and we walk into that area, and she might be, maybe it's a hole, or you'll never know what it could be. Suddenly will make you noise around that area. She won't be happy with that.
Yeah, and also it might disturb very small cubs.
Yeah,
you know,
so still very young. But on from that Jackalberry up to Breakfast Hogari, and on that drainage line along there, I believe the cubs are there. The reason why, because she was coming from east and going on that drainage line specific. And I was thinking like from the beginning, there might be further more down south. But the way she was working, if the cubs were further more down at the side of our neighborhood, Twin Dams, she should really pass Old Haina Road. And that road is a shortcut to get at the Weaver's, there by Vulture's Nest.
Yeah.
And cut down south. You know, but she passed that road and go to the drainage line. That guarantee the cubs are somewhere on that drainage line. And definitely 80% from my experience, they're down that line.
Yeah. And how long do you think before we might see them? What age do you think we will have a chance of starting to see them?
If we're not lucky enough, it's getting thick now. After 3 months, then we're going to see them. 3 to 4 months is where we're going to see them.
Start to see them more, yeah.
Although
we start bringing them out more and they get more confident themselves.
Although we might be more interested to see them, but as the bush is changing, it's getting thick and so on, it will be more difficult for us to go and find them. Although if there might be not in a very thick bushes or somewhere in a tall grasses. You know, leopard is blended.
Oh yeah, especially really, when she wants. It's one thing for a leopard that's really well camouflaged, but if she really wants to hide the cubs because they're still small, then a leopard becomes a very invisible thing.
Yeah, it can happen easy on that one. So it will be difficult for us to see them. But I believe after between 3 and 4 months is where we're going to enjoy a lot of sightings on those cubs, and they will be in and out, even at the camp sometimes.
It's going to be exciting. It's to have some new little cubs running around, new leopards to get to know, and many of you that have experienced the seka and tingana growing up know what it's like, but certainly to have a whole new Karula youngster story will be something that if it does come along, will be very special. Alex, I think we should say goodnight. I'm going to say goodnight. Thank you very much for joining us around the fire. It was awesome to have Jerry and Sandy here, and of course to have you here as well. It's something that's always appreciated. And I'm not going to venture a guess as to when we're going to see those cubs. However, I do think they are around, and like I said, it might be in the next week or two if we're extremely lucky. I've seen cubs that small before once only. It was a very lucky walk. But otherwise, like Rexon said, maybe the next couple of months. But I can say but the first time we see it, it will be live, and we'll all be sharing it together. So look forward to that, and yeah, thank you for joining us.
Everyone, have a good day until we get to see you early in the morning. We'll be live again. Maybe, as Peter said, we might turn around the corner.
Maybe tomorrow morning.
Yeah, maybe tomorrow morning. Yes, leopard cubs. That can happen easy on that way.
Good night, everyone. Thank you for joining.